What the hell am I doing here?
Richie Lands, talent manager. How y'all doing, guys?
Assalamu alaikum rahmatullahi barakatuh.
Back at you, babe.
This weekend, Bill Murray rocks the Kasbah, traveling through trouble and turmoil in Afghanistan, trying to get to an aspiring singer to a TV talent show in Kabul. Film critic Richard Crouse joins us with his weekly reviews. There's Bill Murray again, without his combed hair.
Yeah, Bill Murray does not own a comb.
No.
Everybody loves Bill Murray. That is unarguable. When he's not opening in a movie, you know, he's going viral online. There's a
like
video
a
of him,
him.
Just popping up at some random dude's wedding to give marital advice. That kind of, he does all that kind of stuff. Everybody loves him. But lately I found that he's in this kind of almost groundhog-like spiral of playing essentially the same character in a lot of movies. The crabby guy who has an epiphany at some point along the way, and then by the time the end credits roll, he's a good guy and everyone's supposed to love him. And this is what Rock the Kasbah is. And, you know, it's set in Afghanistan. It's a comedy set in Afghanistan. There haven't been a lot of laughs coming out of Afghanistan recently, and this movie does not change that. Unfortunately, I hate to do it. It hurts me to do this, but it's a 1.5-star movie for me because not even Bill Murray can rescue this movie, which is kind of misguided, not particularly funny, and it's got a good cast. Bruce Willis is in here. Zoe Deschanel is in here. Danny McBride. It just doesn't work, though.
Okay, 1.5. It's been a while since you've got it. Oh, well, bye-bye.
And the half was just because I love Bill Murray so much.
Room.
Room is a movie that played at the Toronto International Film Festival, based on a very successful book by a Canadian author, and Emma Donoghue. And this is a book about a young woman who was abducted and made to live in a small room, a 10 by 10 room. Her captor treats her essentially as a sex slave. They have a daughter, or they have a son, and they live in this tiny room. The little boy knows nothing about the outside world. All he knows about the world is what happens in this 10 by 10 room. So in the morning when he gets up, he wakes up and he says hello to his only friends. Hello, sink. Hello, bed. Hello, table. And then they spend their days together until old Nick, the captor, comes in and sort of disrupts their lives. Then they attempt an escape. And the big question here is, how will they adapt to the outside world? This is a movie that is uplifting by times, but it's also about the strength of the love of a mother for her son. It is a movie that is by times harrowing, by times quite joyful. It's a 3.5-star movie for me. I would expect to see Brie Larson, who plays the young woman in this movie, nominated for probably everything. Come the next few months.
But the little boy is fantastic,
yeah,
too.
Jacob Tremblay. He's a Canadian boy from Vancouver, and he is terrific in this movie.
Okay, so you give that
3.5.
3.5. And The Last Witch Hunter.
The Last Witch Hunter, Vin Diesel. Yeah. It looks pretty good for an 800-year-old immortal witch hunter. This is the story of a witch hunter who keeps, you know, he's 800 years old and over the centuries has kept the world safe from these covens of witches that are trying to do evil things. It's now modern day New York, and the Queen Witch, the Witch Queen, is back. This is a movie that I'm sure started off life just as a regular action movie, just as, you know, an action movie with a mentor played by Michael Caine in this case, a sidekick played by Rose Leslie from Game of Thrones. And then I think probably in the pitch meeting, someone said, I don't know, I think we've seen all this before. It needs something else. It needs, I know, witches. Let's put witches in here, because it is essentially just an action movie with a supernatural twist, but not even all the supernatural elements like dreamwalkers and you know, immortality and all that stuff can hide the fact that this is about as generic a film, an action film as there is.
Really like
so
this.
2 stars for this one.
1.5 and 2. Oh, okay. Room is good. All right. I think we're out of time. Did we do Remember? Did I skip over that?
No, Remember is Christopher Plummer in a towering performance as a man trying to find the Nazi guard who killed his family 70 years before. It's a 4-star movie for me.
Opens 4 stars.
Yeah,
okay,
opens
there you
in Toronto this weekend and opens wider for the rest of in the next month or so.
Richard, thank you.
Thank you.
You can read Richard's reviews on our website, canadaam.ctvnews.ca.